Aloha to all you beautiful people out there. It is a beautiful. What's today's date? Today is the 14th.
Oh, God, this is 2 days.
I'm already losing it. It's April 14th, 2025. This beautiful weather that we have going on. Beautiful Monday. It's the Monday scaries. We know how it goes. Everybody's back to work today, although I was lucky enough to be off. But yeah, no. How are you doing today, Staten? How are we feeling on this eventful April we've got going on so far?
April. I'm doing pretty solid so far, man. I just got done with work. I'm here right now with my co-host, my best bud right now. I'm trying to get this video up, talking about some b-ball, talking about some heroes and whatnot. So I'm enjoying myself.
Hey, I see you shaved the beard. You look cleaned up.
Thanks, man. I had to clean up, man. It's
goatee season or what?
goatee season. In the summer, it's goatee season. Fall beard time.
Oh man, no, that's immaculate, bro. Glad to hear it. Like I said, we're back with a brand new edition of the City Boys Pod. Go check us out on YouTube first and foremost at the City Boys Pod. Follow our Twitter, follow our IG. Our links are in all of our bios. Y'all know what to do. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, though, and anybody that listens to this and watches it. Hey, drop a like, drop a little comment, shout us out. Appreciate it. We have a couple things we're going to talk about. It's not going to be a too long episode today, but we are going to talk about a few things here. First and foremost, NBA playoff predictions and play-in expectations. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get us jumped off right here for us. Give me just a second as I... Oh, wait. Here we go. Now we're ready. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So, Staten, I know obviously your team, my team, we got 20 total teams just because the whole number 1 through 10 now. You can be a 10 seed in the NBA playoffs. Just let that sink in. But let's go ahead and show you guys. So look, this is what we got on the docket here. As you can see, you got your play-ins on each side, and you got 1 through 6 right here. How are we feeling? What are your expectations for the play-in? Go.
Expectation for the play-in. Sacramento's going to get in, and the Grizzlies are going to get in. The Heat are going to get in, and Orlando's going to get in. I'm talking about no, it's going to be exciting. Like I said, I think play-in's pretty cool. Just, a little more competitive basketball to help people kind of get into the spirit of the playoffs coming up this Saturday. But we got some pretty good, interesting matchups. I'm definitely interested in seeing that Grizzlies versus Warriors game, seeing what Ja Morant does.
Man, can Ja Morant go back into Golden State?
Yes.
And do what he did just a few years ago?
He might drop a nuke up in there, man. He's already dropping grenades.
He's already dropping grenades.
He might drop a nuke up in there, man. I ain't lying to you. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Sacramento versus the Mavs. AD's back. Kyrie's still good, or Kyrie's still out? Kyrie's out.
No, he's done. He's done until like late next year. Remember, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, I know. Look, let me let y'all know. I don't watch Mavs games. I'm not worried about the Mavs because we got what we got, and if you all can look at my schedule right now, I'm satisfied where we're at right now, so I can't complain. But
are you confident? No, hold on. Let's finish talking about the play-in first. I'll ask you about your team in a minute. So you got the Mavericks and the Grizzlies winning. Is that who you have winning, or you got the Kings and the?
I got the.
Because remember, the loser of that game is going to go for the 8th seed, and the winner of the 9-10 is going to play for the 8th seed.
Well, I got Grizzlies. Well, I'm just going to talk about this matchup real quick. I got Grizzlies taking out the Golden State Warriors. I think they just kind of struggled a little bit late in the season.
So does that mean that in turn you have the Mavericks? You have the Mavericks playing the Warriors, or you have the Kings playing the Warriors for the 8th seed?
Probably the Kings playing the Warriors.
You had to think about that for a second.
Probably the Kings playing the Warriors. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think the Mavs are too banged up. I think the Kings still have a little bit more edge on the perimeter than the Mavericks do, even though both those teams, look, let's be honest, anything can happen, but it ain't going to happen for them this year. Full disclosure.
Oh, God, no.
On the 7th, 8th seed slot game that we got there, I am going for the Grizzlies all the way. I need Jaw to I need Jaw to go ahead and drop a nuke on the Chase Center, man. I need him. I need him to. That's the only way you're gonna stop the Warriors, dude. Because I know we just beat them last week. I do not want to face them in the first round. Let me tell you, Draymond and all his technicals, they can. What's that?
It's gonna be tough out. They come and face y'all. They make it in.
God.
That's round 1 for y'all. Oh my god, it's
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to hope that the Grizzlies win. Now, do I think that they have a good chance? Yeah. I mean, I don't think that Golden State's going to blow them out either way. I don't think that the Grizzlies are going to go in there and blow out Golden State. I think it's going to be a tough competitive game, just like that Clippers game was yesterday, to kind of help let all the dominoes fall and finish out the standings. So I got the Kings winning. I am with you on the Grizzlies winning. I think it's going to be close, though. I think it's going to be very close. And then I think that the Warriors would ultimately beat the Kings and advance to the 8th spot.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, have us playing Memphis and the 8th seed Warriors playing OKC, which that would be a hell of a first round matchup, by the way, for Oklahoma City. Let's just go ahead and say that. And Thunder, I would love to see.
I'd be interested. You want to see if Steph still got it like that, if Shea can kind of,
Anytime that man over there in San Francisco steps on that court, there's all kinds of dark magic to be had. Staten, come on now.
Voodoo, dog. Straight voodoo.
Straight voodoo, dog. All right, real quick here. Let's shifting over to the East. You got look, you got the Bulls, you got the Heat, you got the Magic, you got the Hawks. Who you got? Who you like? I feel like you can always count the Heat, Bulls, and Hawks to always be in the play-in every year for the East. But go ahead and elaborate on that.
I guess I don't know. I know the Heat are going to beat the Bulls. That's going to be an interesting little matchup. Orlando versus the Hawks.
Yeah.
I know Young's kind of stepped up a little bit late in the season. I'll take the Hawks. And then the Heat go at it.
I think the Magic are good, but Banchero, I don't know. I think that they lose. So you think the Hawks are going to win outright, get the 7th seed? Who do you have the Magic playing? The Heat?
Magic playing the Heat.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to disagree with you. I think the Bulls are going to beat the Heat. I think the Bulls are going to beat the Heat, play the Magic, and I think the Hawks are going to get the 7th seed. And then ultimately, I would have the Bulls getting the 8th seed and beating the Magic. So I got Hawks, Bulls ultimately coming out of the play. I'm going to just go ahead and drop that in there.
Okay.
Drop that bombshell for you, if you will.
So you don't think the Heat and the Hawks are making it?
No. No. I think the Hawks are making it. I'm saying I don't think the Heat are. I think that the Bulls and the Hawks.
I think Tyler Hero is going to pull them through.
We'll see.
He would cap off at the 8.
He don't want nothing to do with Amen Thompson, but that's a story for another day.
Man.
We won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. Look. Now we can start talking about the juiciness. Now that we have our play-in predictions real quick. Yeah. Okay, so you got listen. Interesting, man. I mean, the East is just the East, man. Like, I'm happy for the Pistons. I'm happy for the Cavs. I'm happy for Cleveland. I don't want to see Boston. I don't want to see Milwaukee. I don't think the Pacers have enough. I think Milwaukee and Indiana are just going to play to lose to. They're going to play to lose to Cleveland, right? That's kind of how I feel about that. The Pistons, low key, could be a dark horse against the Knicks. I think they could be a dark horse. Do I have them winning the series, though? No, I think it goes 6, but we'll see. They're like us. They're like Houston. They need experience. That's just going to be key for them.
The Knicks going to struggle.
Yeah, I have a sneaky feeling that they're...
I wouldn't be surprised if Pistons knock them out. He might go 6-7, but I I'm willing to take like with Kate Cunningham and them. I'm willing to
Dude, Cade Cunningham,
instead of taking
he been hooping this year.
no bullshit.
All right, look, let's address the elephant in the room. Your Lakers, after all of a tumultuous 2 years, moving on from Darvingham, how are you feeling about that man over there in Philly's going to look you dead in your eye and hit threes all up and down that LA court? But how are you feeling about it? How are you feeling about
Yeah,
it?
Philly.
Did I say Philly? No, I said Minnesota. My bad.
Minnesota.
Did I say Philly? My bad. Hold on. That's the only way, ladies and gentlemen, that the Sixers can make the playoffs is just by mention because that team was kind of like the Suns. Just anywho, that team over there in Minnesota, that Michael Jordan esque, physique esque Michael Jordan player in Philly. How are you feeling about Anthony Edwards?
I used to get IG models and OnlyFans hoes pregnant. Nah, he ain't beat us. Come on, man. He ain't beat.
I don't know.
And Braun, he ain't beat us. Hell, no way.
He's already beaten Kevin Durant.
Okay, look at the freaking Suns. They suck.
I think LeBron is next on his hit list. I'm just saying.
He's on the hit list at all. I can't.
Now, how do you see that series going? How confident are you in the Lakers, and do you have them going to the finals? Are you that confident?
Man, that's a tough first round for us. Not gonna lie, because like I said, it's a really good team. You still have Anthony Edwards out there balling. But it just to me, it's all up to Julius Randle. If he goes out there and just like plays lights out and kind of just like steps up, he's dropping 25, 30 a night, whatever. That's gonna give us some problems because I don't think Braun's gonna turn up until like the second round. If we do get there, you know what I mean? Because he's kind of been like,
Yeah, he's been coasting, right?
You know what I mean? But we still have Luka. We still have AR. We still have a lot of different pieces out there that can hoop.
How do you think the center position is going to affect you in the playoffs and lack thereof?
I think we can beat them, run that fast break because you got Rudy Gobert, yeah, but it's kind of like outside being a rim protector. He doesn't do much, and even then, this season he hasn't been like that otherworldly. Like people like the hype to be like, oh, he's the defensive player of the year. Okay, like he's barely averaging 12 rebounds, 11 rebounds a game. You know what I mean? So he's going to kind of be the guy that they're going to pick on a lot, pick and rolls and stuff like that. So I can definitely see them attacking. The Lakers just got to do what they were doing as soon as they got Luka. Fast break, speed, use quickness and athleticism. Let Jackson Hayes do his little thing, give him some lobs here and there, and just keep the game kind of going and double team Ant here straight.
Yeah.
I know they still got Nasri. I know they still got a bunch of other little pieces out there that are pretty good. But
listen, as much as I don't want to agree with you, I got Lakers in 7. I think that goes to 7 games.
6.
Yeah, I think it goes 6 or 7. I think Anthony Edwards himself is going to push you guys, but just based off of a little bit more of a supporting role, I think that the Lakers are going to win. OKC, I got them beating whoever they play, even if it is Golden State. Denver Clippers.
Oh.
You don't know about the Thunder or what?
I like the Thunder, but
if they play Golden State as the 8 seed,
AC, they're gonna give them some trouble. Like Steph's gonna give them trouble.
Yeah,
and I can see it going 6-7. Like that's gonna be they're gonna be bumping their bodies.
Excuse me. OKC would be the fakest 1 seed we've ever seen,
without doubt.
Yeah, 66 wins or however many games they won. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you So listen, if we play Memphis, I think we pretty easily in 5 or 6 games get out of the first round. I got Houston beating Memphis in 5 or 6. I know Jaw's got his grenades and detonators, and he's got his chopper gunners all around, dude. Yeah. But I do think that we would win that series. If we play Golden State, I'm going to go hide in the bushes until that series is over. You're not going to hear from me. So I'm scared, dude. I'm terrified.
If I'm confident in them with OKC, I'm damn sure confident in them taking out Houston. Y'all are 1, 2 pieces away from being that team and stepping them.
It's just not this year. It's just not this year. But that's if we play Golden State. and it's all about what Jalen Green, what Şengün do. Yeah. Now, do we have the defenders more than anybody in this Western Conference to play Golden State? Absolutely. We fly around on the perimeter. We have Amen Thompson. We have Dylan Brooks. Jabari Smith is off the bench. You got Tari Eason. I mean, you got a bunch of guys you can just throw at Steph, which we did last week, and that was pretty epic.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, yeah. No, I'm just trying to come up with scenarios in my head. I don't know. I don't know how that would end. But again, if we play Memphis, let's see how the play-in goes. I don't know. I don't know about this. That Denver Clipper series, I think that's a battle of whoever can suck less. I think that the Clippers are the better team, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Is Kawhi going to play more than the first 3 games in that series? We'll see. What's that?
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not.
He's gonna dunk and laying on his knee wrong, and then he's gonna be questioned game 2 and game 3.
yeah. Yeah.
I want that too, but Clippers are state.
Yeah.
I think they'll knock them out 7.
As it stands now, before we go into the playoffs, because we're gonna have another episode while we're in the playoffs, you know that. Another episode or 2 for sure. Who do you got going to the finals? Last predictions before we move on. Who do you got?
Who I got? Realistically, that's so hard.
I think I got Cleveland coming out of the East. I can tell you that much.
I got Cleveland. They're going to go up against Boston. It's going to definitely be a game 6, 7 game.
In the West?
In the West, it's hard because I don't think Houston's there yet. I think second round and bounce. I want to say Lakers and OKC, and then OKC takes him out. That's all I can really say. I can see OKC versus Cleveland.
Which that would be a great finals. That would be a great finals. Something we haven't seen before, I don't think ever. Yeah, that would be a great finals.
Both teams are still relatively young with something to prove. Both superstars that are pretty similar. Donovan and Shea.
I agree.
But
I agree. I think I'm going to go the bias in me. I would love wishful thinking. My pipe dream is Houston and Cleveland. But my realistic opinion is Denver and Cleveland. I got the Denver Nuggets beating the Lakers. I'm sorry. Hold on. What seeding is here? It'd be for one versus where? I got Denver facing the Lakers and sweeping them in the conference finals, thus sending LeBron James home off into his sunset.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's my prediction. Hey, y'all at least make the West Finals. I'll give you that. But you ain't going to the finals.
He hasn't been getting enough sleep, y'all. This weekend's been long for him.
No, yeah, honestly, listen. I got Nuggets, Cleveland in 6. That's just my off the wall thing. But my pipe dream is Houston going to the finals. We'll see. We'll see if that comes to fruition. It's probably not going to happen though.
If we're going to have finals, I'll take Denver in 6, man. They're nice. Cleveland's nice, but I think Denver's got that experience and they're champs already, so it's kind of
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, let me go ahead and change my screen here for just a second. But while I am transitioning, next we're not gonna talk. This doesn't need to be a long, drag out conversation. I am going to. I'm just gonna pull it up. Man. As we all know, the Houston Cougars. What's that?
I'm not laughing because I'm happy to see him lose. I'm just laughing because of your disappointment.
Listen. as we all know, the Houston Cougars played the Florida Gators last week in the national championship. Uh, what was your immediate reaction to that last play that we saw just abruptly, I guess, do nothing? I mean, he didn't even get a shot off. Got no shot. Oh,
Basically,
I can't.
Cougars had to lead the entire game. Okay, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, man, we're gonna win, right? And all of a sudden, the last 3 or so minutes, 2, 3, 4 minutes, they was just letting Florida just run away with it a little bit. Like they were letting them just do whatever they want, scoring all over the place. We couldn't stop a heartbeat. So then it comes down to the final play. They didn't draw shit up. They just inbound the ball and just like, okay, we're gonna live or die by this three. The guy just dropped the ball because he got these shit down his leg. He got so scared he didn't even throw it up or nothing. He could at least try to draw a foul. He could at least try to shoot. Hopefully, rebound something. He could have hoped for something, but
Something.
oh,
I mean, if he blocks it, he blocks it. But at least shoot the ball, bro. Like, I can't.
it was like, and he dropped it. You can't touch it because that's like a double dribble basically. So it's like, you sitting there trying to box someone out. Like, what you gonna do? You kind of screwed your game over.
Yeah, yeah. It just made no sense. It sucks because they fought tooth and nail. We saw the epic comeback against Duke, and then what they did to Duke happened to them, essentially in a way.
Mm.
And here's where Houston really lost it. It wasn't just that last play though, State. You know what it was?
Mm.
They were only up 5 with about 3 minutes left and did nothing. And Florida just chipped away and
Yeah.
chipped away and chipped away and won on free throws of all things. And UVA didn't do nothing. They didn't score. They didn't take a 10-point lead. Like they just kind of moseyed on by. And yeah. I didn't want to get into it too much. I really didn't. I just wanted to briefly touch on this because, as we all know, this was last week over a week ago. It's already been talked about. Just epic collapse. But I got it. Listen. I don't know what's worse. To bring up a funny story here, me buying a white Russell Westbrook Rockets jersey about 5 years ago, 4 years ago when he was here, or the fact that U of H lost this game. I don't know what a funnier story is or a funnier collapse, but
that was a good story. We walked in the Dicks, and this is when we just got Russell Westbrook. And Acker was just so excited. He saw like the Rockets white jersey. And he's sitting there. He's going back and forth. Man, I think I should get it. What do you think? I was like, yeah, you want to get it, you get it. I ain't gonna do shit for y'all, but if you want to get it, it's so nice, man. It's so clean. Look at it, man. Hey, man, it's up to you. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Who they get bounced out by that year? Who they get bounced out by?
I don't want to talk about it.
That man,
It was belt to ass by LeBron. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Hey, enjoy your little bubble championship. I don't think that y'all would have won that.
Man, we're going to get ring number 5 this year, baby. Ring number 5 this year.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to get hurt.
Yeah. Nonetheless, though, the Houston Cougars, dramatic downfall. I just wanted to throw that out there. Hopefully they'll be back. Coach Sampson deserves one. And shout out to Florida for taking over when they should have because Houston did not execute. Any last thoughts on that before we transition to the second half of our show here?
A little bit. Duke sucks. Cooper Flag sucks. Well, I don't say all that, but
if you had the top pick in the draft, you'd damn sure be one LA to take him.
Oh my god! Yeah,
but Cooper Flag sucks. Get out of here.
But that's all I got, man. Hey, man, Coos gonna be back. They got a good recruiting class. They got a good coach, and it's gonna suck because all them guys probably gonna get drafted and move on up in the world. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
stick around, and keep it what they got.
Well, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and take our little halftime pause here. Shout out to Riverside as always. Big River fans up in here. And then we'll transition. We are back at it again. Like I said, thank you as always, Riverside, for allowing us to be a part of your beautiful number one platform across the universe. Staten, anything to say about Riverside?
Shout out to Riverside. We appreciate you using your app. You guys are awesome. You make editing so simple and so easy for us. And doing what you do. Please sponsor us.
Yeah, please. Nah, shout out to Riverside though. All jokes aside, so I do want to talk a little bit about pop culture here, as we're in the final half of our show here. As everybody knows, yesterday was a pretty big Sunday. Rory McIlroy won the Masters. Shout out to Rory McIlroy. I know Staten's a huge fan. He's a big Rory fan. But
tennis.
Did you say tennis?
I'm joking.
Among other things, though, outside of the Masters, we had a huge premiere night last night. We did have The Last of Us Season 2 premiere. I just wanted to talk about it because it was great. Episode 1 was great. I really enjoyed it. It's taken off 5 years, 5 years in the future. Hang on, let me get to my right screen here for y'all. It is taking off 5 years in the future for us. As everyone knows, Staten, I don't want to spoil it for you or any of our fans that have not seen it. You haven't finished all of season 1, right?
I finished season 1. I
You did finish season 1.
So it's kind of like I already know what's going on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're not ready to get your world wrecked, are you? Yeah. As far as the show itself, though, I do want to ask you while we're talking about it. How do you feel about the castings of Ellie and Joel?
I like Pedro Pascal. I apologize, cannot remember this actress's name, but the one that plays Ellie, I like her. I know that people are kind of clowning her because she has a peculiar face. Okay, we'll go with that. She has a peculiar face, but I think
it's Bella Ramsey.
Yeah, shout out Game of Thrones, but I'm not mad with casting. I think as long as you get close enough to the characters, it ain't like they're randomly throwing in like random people to play this character. You know what I mean? I think I think all of them are great actors. I think what they're doing is really good with the show. What they're doing with this, turning a video game adaptation into a show. I was kind of skeptical about season 1, but it was actually a lot better a lot better than I expected it to be. I'm actually interested to see as the season progresses how it goes because, like I said, I played the games. Part 2 was okay. I liked the opening of it. I didn't really like the rest of the story, kind of just where everybody was kind of left off at the end of the game. So hopefully, seeing it now, like television wise, they might do it a little more justice what they did, flesh out characters a little more, focus on other stories a little bit more, hopefully. So I'm not mad with the casting. I enjoy it. I think everybody's doing a fantastic job. And I already started season 1. I haven't finished episode 1 as of yet, but I will get to that when I get there.
For season 2?
For season 2.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'd give first episode solid 8 out of 10. It was pretty good. I can't wait to get into the nitty gritty of season 2. It's gonna be good. Pedro Pascal nailed it. Bella Ramsey, I think she's a great actor. Loved her in Game of Thrones. I don't know if you remember. That's kind of where she started.
Mm-hmm.
You remember she was in Game of Thrones towards the second half of the show, like season
Right,
6
man,
on.
shout her out, man. Remember, she's
What's that?
I shout her out. She's one of the clans up in the north. You know,
Yeah,
she was like, the North remembers, and all this other stuff between. You know,
yeah.
she went out like a G, and
She did. She did go out like a G.
was season 8.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you shout her out just a few minutes ago, or are you talking
Yeah,
about like it?
like
Like,
shout Game of Thrones, but
oh, my bad. My
if
bad.
you're like,
I was messing with our tabs. I heard you. I heard you. No, I got to make sure Staten remembers things. He sometimes forgets. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I have bad memory, man.
Nah, honestly though, like in agreement with you. Shout out to Game of Thrones and stuff, but uh, as far as the character of Ellie, I don't know. I don't know. Do I think she's a great actor in the show? Yeah, yeah. But is there something to be desired on? Should someone else have been Ellie? I don't know. I can't answer that. But I think she's a great actor. I do like her in the show, and that's that. That's all that matters.
Got a list of people that could play. Ready?
Yeah.
I got it right here. Number 1, Sydney Sweeney. Number 2, Madeline Klein.
You're stupid.
I'm just kidding, Mary. Just kidding.
Oh man, no, no. The show's great. She's great. Everybody's done a good job. We got a couple newcomers here as well. As you got uh, Caitlin Denver. Caitlin Dever enters the story as Abby. In the game, is she a villain? Is she trying to kill Joel in the game? I've never played it, so that you can spoil game wise.
Yeah. So
What? Yeah, go ahead and catch us up on that.
basically, she we see her as a villain because we played as Ellie in game 1, like Ellie and Joel. We've been with them in the first game. In the second game, she's still kind of bad guy, but I see you'll see why she's like who she is. Like it's just kind of like survivors. Like everybody has their own thought process and how they do things in survival. You know what I mean? You might do things differently, but when you see how I do things differently, you look at me as a bad guy. You know what I mean? And that's kind of her perspective. That's the easiest way I can explain it. She has her reasonings,
Gotcha.
And yeah,
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isabella Merced, I think it's her name. She is great as well. She played. Is it Dina or Dina? How do you pronounce her name? Dina. It's Dina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great actress as well. She's been in some great shows and movies. Like I said, Pedro Pascal. I love Joel. The point is, the show's great.
Mm-hmm.
Show's great. Anything else you want to add on to it before we conclude our little synopsis of The Last of Us?
No, yeah, the show, like I said, I love season 1. It's pretty solid. Season 2 is definitely going to, for everybody that did play the games, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are watching the show or are tuning in, they did play the games. You're going to feel some heartstrings being pulled. We're going to feel some pain. You know what I mean? And then we're going to kind of empathize with Ellie completely because she's about to go absolute turn up beast mode, going straight forward after this. So just stay tuned.
Stay tuned, America. Stay tuned. Some honorable mentions. I won't get into too much into them. The White Lotus season 3 just wrapped up. I thought it was a good show. For all you dark comedy mystery fans out there, Staten, did you watch it? Did you watch The White Lotus season 2?
I watched season 2. I love season 2. My sister put me on. She just got done with season 3, and she said it was pretty solid. I remember it was a couple of characters in there. Walter Goggins, shout out Righteous Gemstones. And they got Arnold Schwarzenegger's son in there.
Patrick. Yeah.
So, just like season 2, you know what I mean? Dark comedy kind of mystery going on. I haven't checked out any of season 3 yet. I definitely want to get into it once I get time to. Just caught up with real cinema. We'll get into that in just a second, but
Wait, which one?
we're going. I'm trying to catch up with not catch up, but I was more focused on real cinema. We're about to switch over to in a second.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's good cinema. That's good cinema. White Lotus is good. I thought it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Season one, personally, for me, is still my favorite. Season two was cool, but third one it was good.
I did see season.
Daredevil, Daredevil, Born Again. How are we feeling about it? State, catch us up as we got some news to talk about here. What are your immediate reactions to the latest episode that we just watched? Go for it.
So basically, Bullseye is that guy. Is dope. He is awesome, possum. Outside of that, I'm trying to think. Season 1 has been excellent so far. I've enjoyed it. Is it up there with the original Netflix series? No. And just because there's some things in that series that just had me like ripped and captivated, I guess it focused more on the personal stories. I feel like with the series, it definitely focuses more on the Daredevil aspect of things. I know that's what a lot of people are asking for. Or not a lot of people, but a few people may have been asking for the original series. But season overall so far, it's solid. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be Disney-fied to hell, but it's got some hints, some peppery hints of I'm trying to think of the original Netflix Daredevil series. I would compare it to like, let's say you go out to like Longhorn Steakhouse, right? Longhorn Steakhouse pretty solid, pretty good. You know what I mean? It's here and there, but then you go to some place like 5-star Michelin restaurant, and you're spending like $1,000 for a filet mignon. You know what I mean? That's Netflix Daredevil. It's unmatched. But we have the season finale tomorrow, and I'm gonna be tuning in for that one. But overall, the season's been pretty enjoyable. Last episode's pretty awesome. Matt put his pressure on Vanessa, seeing if she could hit out on Foggy, if you will.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't complain. What's your perspective of this series?
Dude, I'm giving it a solid 9.5 out of 10. I love it. I think it's great. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. Man, not to not to spoil it for anybody, but Matt Murdock just say he took a beat. He took a bullet to his shoulder, upper chest area for Mr. Kingpin himself, and it just kind of leaves you, at the end of that episode, we're kind of like,
Me,
what's that?
he took a bullet for his arch nemesis. That's crazy.
I know. But I wanted to touch on it before we close things out here. It's a great show. I've loved it. It's gritty. It's dark. It's fun. Bullseye. I can't wait to see him get his ass kicked. I hope we'd see it in the next episode.
Just his ass kicked. I don't want to see him die.
You're like, I don't want to see him die. But I love it. I've loved every minute about it. I think the acting is great. Charlie Cox has become a fan favorite of mine. No complaints. I just wanted to talk about it with you and see what your thoughts were. And I got it up there. It's one of my favorite Marvel shows in a while. I can truly say that.
If we're talking about Marvel shows that they've been produced in a minute,
it's like top 4 for me.
Top 4 up there. It's been a minute. It's up there with Loki. Sure. It's up there with WandaVision.
Yeah.
It's another
I've loved it.
Marvel show that's been out.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty good.
It was solid. I liked it. It was pretty solid. I liked them finally, full on committing to Sam being Captain America, got a suit and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Anything else you want to add on it though here before we close out here for the beautiful people?
Only thing I really say is we got Sinners coming out this Friday, starring Michael B. Jordan, directed by Ryan Coogler, who directed.
That looks like it's gonna be a crazy movie.
Man,
I know he has Josh Allen sweating, but we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that.
Nervous, man. He's shaking. But yeah, directed by Ryan Coogler. He directed Black Panther movies. He directed Creed. What else? I'm a huge sci-fi, not sci-fi, but huge sci-fi / supernatural.
Like supernatural.
Yeah, I love vampires, love werewolves, love ghosts. So I'm definitely excited to see this one, and it's getting really good reviews right now. So I might have to make a trip opening day.
Might have to go Thursday.
Yeah.
Might have to go Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah, go check it out, guys. And that leads me to say, go check out our YouTube, which this will be on. Go subscribe, push the word out. Follow us on TikTok at Thecityboyzpod. Like I said, our links are in the bio. If you go follow our Twitter, go follow our Instagram, you'll find everything at that beautiful link for all you beautiful people. We're excited. I just want to say thank you to Staten again. The vibes are immaculate. We rocked it. Good little episode. Next week we'll try to do a live stream, or if not, film our draft recap for sure. I think we're gonna get together for the draft next week, next Thursday. That'll be great. That's my birthday as well, so me and Staten will definitely be out in full effect. We'll be pimping out somewhere, pimping ourselves out to the entertainment world of the NFL draft. That's what we're pimping ourselves out to. The beautiful world of the Dallas Cowboys not getting Ashton GT. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I may have, that was completely wrong context if I used the word pimping out. I meant NFL talking. What's that?
Side note.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be catching up, again, live in person, trying to watch the draft and whatnot. Obviously, after that, we're gonna try to knock out another episode because I forgot this weekend is WrestleMania.
No.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We will have lots of recap for that because it's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Staten his ass is going to be glued to his couch for 3 days this weekend. He's excited.
Friday.
Yeah. Call out Friday, start pre-gaming. Yeah. No, it's going to be beautiful. We're excited. But as always, in all seriousness, all jokes aside, thank you guys. Love y'all. Thank you to Staten. Thank you to the City Boys Pod. Thank you to Houston, Texas. Best damn city in the world. Love you guys. We're out.